Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim and welcome to my channel. Please take a moment to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss upcoming videos. There's lots of good stuff coming up soon. Now today I want to share with you my thoughts on 12 problems that new fish keepers often face. So stay tuned. This is my 75-gallon monster fish tank. I love saying that. So fish keeping is a wonderful, rewarding hobby. For the amount of work expected from you, the returns are staggering. This hobby is one that just keeps on giving. However, when you are a new fish keeper, there are problems that you may find yourself having to deal with. I've made a list of the most common problems many beginners experience. The first would be tank size. The very first issue many face is starting too small. Smaller aquariums, believe it or not, are more sensitive to fluctuations in temperature and water quality, therefore more difficult to maintain. The best size for a beginning aquarist would be between 20 gallons and 55 gallons. In truth, go with the biggest your money and space allow. Cycling. Another issue newbies often deal with is not cycling their new aquarium properly. Cycling an aquarium is one of the very first learning curves you will experience. This simply means to establish a healthy biological balance in your new tank. There are products available to help with this process. Running your aquarium without any fish for a couple weeks will help. When you do begin to add your fish, add only 2 at a time with a couple weeks between, allowing the bacteria to accept the bioload they are dealing with. Remember, good things take time. Pick up a bottle of test strips and check your ammonia and nitrite levels daily. Your tank will be stable when you see 0. Purchasing fish too soon. Never buy fish the same day you get your aquarium. Your aquarium should run for a good couple weeks before adding your first fish. When you are waiting, this is a great time to do research on the fish you're interested in. Adding too many fish. Another issue is adding too many fish to your new aquarium. Each fish needs a certain amount of room. The bacteria in your tank can only handle so much waste to stay balanced. A sudden overload of fish waste can cause your ammonia and nitrite levels to become toxic to your fish and eventually kill them. This in turn can crash your cycle, making you start over from the very beginning. Patience is a virtue. Unsuitable fish. Purchasing fish that are not suitable for the size of your aquarium. The fish, when they are small, are also cute and look beautiful, so much so that you want to get one of each. Well, it's crucial that you find out how large the fish will grow before buying. This happens far too often, and fish either suffer or need to be rehomed. So to avoid this, do your homework. Overfeeding. This is one area that we all have to keep in mind at times. Fish are little tricksters. They can make you think they're hungry when you walk into their room. A new aquarium should only be fed once a day and only as much as the fish will consume in 3 seconds. Some will say 3 minutes, but that's far too long. Overfeeding can cause toxicity in your water, which we know can be a fish killer. In this instant, less is more. Trust me, you cannot starve a fish. Overcleaning. Your aquarium is working hard to establish an ecosystem that will thrive. For this to happen, there must be a number of healthy bacteria. When cleaning too deeply, you remove those bacteria. Basically, a simple weekly water change of 25%, wipe down the interior glass with a scrubby, Lightly vacuum the substrate of any visual detritus and refill with water the same temp as you removed and condition it before adding. There's no need to scrub decor items each week. Sure, there are times when you will want to do a deeper clean. Just keep them to a minimum. Once a month, you can do a deeper clean, and that will be sufficient. Also, you can change your filter media monthly, but not necessary to wash out the filter media basket and everything. Just replace the old media with new. Again, once in a while, every 2 or 3 months, you want to take your whole filter apart and give it a real good cleaning. Seeking advice. Well, getting advice from too many sources can be confusing. Choose 1 or 2 reliable sources and stick with them. Follow their advice until you feel confident to try things on your own. In time, you will learn that what may work for you may not work for others. Soon you will find what works best for you and your own fish. Impulse buying. Always do your research on fish you're interested in. Do not purchase without some knowledge to back up your decision. Fish all live in water, but that's pretty much where the similarities end. Fish come from all over the world living in different conditions and habitats. They often have different requirements that cannot be met properly in a single tank. Leaving the lights on. We all need a quiet, peaceful time when we can rest and recharge. Well, our fish are no different. They also need a period of time in the dark, just as we do. Many tanks have night lights, but they're still not meant to be left on 24/7. Lights on for 8 to 10 hours is enough. If you have night lights, then after the 8 to 10 hours, you can turn them on until bedtime. Then at bedtime, all lights go out for everyone. Leaving lights on all the time can stress your fish out as they need rest, and like many of us, we don't rest well with bright lights. Lights can also promote algae growth, and you don't want to do that. Water changes. It's imperative to set up a routine for changing your water. Don't be fooled if it looks clean. Once you get in there and stir things up, you will be surprised at how unclean it really is. Removing 25% of your aquarium water will help dilute any chemicals in your tank that have been building up all week. This is something that must not be skipped. Any water entering your aquarium must be dechlorinated using a conditioner, such as Secum Prime or Secum Safe, to remove any unwanted chemicals that may be in your tap water. And finally, water testing. Using test strips, check the balance of your aquarium weekly. You can certainly get yourself an API test kit and do a more in-depth test. Either way, it's a good idea to test your water weekly so you learn what to expect when things are not as they should be. This will also come in time. I remember being new to this hobby and being amazed at how much there is to learn. It never stops. Things change, new products are developed, and so on, that this hobby will never, ever bore you. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a really good week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.